Hiya. I was going to do this one again in negative, and I thought, what's the point? Because all you people already have got that to work with, the colors, and to reverse them, okay? By using negative again, you'll reverse them back to how they were when I was filming. And anyone with questions, I just scratched the surface. I only scratched the surface. Anybody with questions, would you please send them to me? Ask me. Tell me I'm an idiot as well, if you want. Whatever. Okay, but I'll go a lot more in depth if there's specific things you're wanting to know, specific ways one can use color and light to create illusion. But this thing with YouTube again, I talk too much, so I've got to always speed up my voice. I don't like doing. I like to speak slowly. Although my mind might be whizzing very fast, my speech, when I gabble, is because I have to, not because I want to. Okay, this thing about shape-shifting. A shapeshifter comes from shamans who learned about them in art history. I was very, very interested in shamanism. Made a lot of sense. It's the magic man of the tribe. He takes upon people's illnesses, their sins, like Christ did. Christ took upon humanity's sins, if people are willing to believe and accept that. Okay, so there's a, forget it, fundamental Christians are saying that. I cannot. I'm not going there. Okay, now I'm going to use the Native American shaman. The eagle is the most sacred animal to the Native Americans. Okay, it represents the spirit. Okay, the great spirit. It represents God to them. Now let's just say the shaman of a certain tribe of Native Americans who's together. Let's say he was doing a ceremony, he ingested mescaline, he would go on a trip. You've got to be very, very, your psyche has to be incredibly strong in order to actually go through with this, because you do, it opens the portal to the spiritual world, like LSD does as well. That's when your perception, or that's that's where the doors, Jim Morrison on the doors, that's where they got their name. Okay. Now, these hallucinogens are pretty similar. There's also ayahuasca, used by some Indian tribes in South America, having gold. Anyway, back to the Native American. Once you ingested this, whatever hallucinogen it was, let's just say he became the eagle. There are many animals you could have become, but they have many, many totem animals. Let's say it's the eagle, and he'd fly in the spirit realm, in his mind, and in the spirit realm. He'd fly perhaps for a whole day or a whole night, experiencing all these different magical powers this animal had. Therefore, he had shape-shifted into that animal. Now, if you're very spiritually discerning, often some people can see into the spirit world. Okay. And they see that happening. I don't for 1 second believe that there are aliens living among us, pretending to be Christians, pretending to be human. The Christians, who know the book of Ephesians, will know that it says we fight not against flesh and blood. These aliens must be flesh and blood. They cut their bleed red. Okay? I'm not trying to disprove anybody. I'll gladly be proved wrong. Anything can happen in this world. Anything possible. Back to Ephesians. We fight not against flesh and blood, against powers and principalities of the air in high places. Okay. Against powers and principalities of the air in high places. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but spiritual. So there are these beings, these entities that take hold of certain people and control them. And the more controlled they are, and the longer they're controlled for, they basically start to even resemble, let's just say it's a reptilian alien, because that's basically what's going around at the moment, I believe. Because I have seen a lot of people and know a lot of people who look very, very reptilian, and they're very, very dark. Okay, so I'm just going to end there because I waffled too much and don't want to be too long. I had one more thing to say, but too bad. It's gone. I want questions, guys, and comments, and then I can be more specific. Okay. Okay, I've got to try and keep it down to a minimum. So, ciao. Thanks.